Joining me right now is Oklahoma Congressman, Republican Study Committee Chairman, and House Ways and Means Committee member Kevin Hern. Congressman, thanks very much for being here today. Your thoughts on the president's visit to Kyiv and then Poland right now?
Well, Maria, thanks for having me. You know, when you see what's going on right now, you have to think about the president's now spent more time in Kyiv than he has at our southern border, where almost 5 million people have crossed since he's been in the presidency. 700,000 got away, so almost 6 million people. And he spent more time in Ukraine, spending hundreds of billions of dollars, some 15% of our defense spending in one country. You know, when you consider the ties that this president's family had with Ukraine and China, one can start scratching their head saying, why would a sitting president of the United States of America go to a country where we have no troops on the ground or any presence there to protect him? And now here we're seeing the American people he's trying to sell something the American people are just not buying. We saw the American First agenda under President Trump, where we had a strong economy, a secure southern border. We were energy independent. And now all three of those, because Joe Biden simply just wanted to undo President Trump's policies, all three of those now have been completely destroyed. The American people are suffering high inflation. It's not going to get better. The border is overran. And now we're sending money to Iran for oil that we could be spending here. And Russia and Iran are colluding to build more UAVs to bomb Ukraine. You can't make up this terrible foreign policy.
You're saying that we're sending money to Iran?
Well, to buy oil that we could, the deal we worked out with Venezuela and Iran, and for the sake of us not producing oil here, we're sitting there and they still want to redo the JCPOA. You're hearing what Israel is saying. They will not allow Iran to have a nuclear weapon. This place, the entire world right now is a hotbed. And I would argue that the country is watching all of this play out with bated breath to see how things are going to play out is China. China is watching us do horrible things, like allowing their so-called weather balloon that went rogue to drift across the United States conveniently across our military bases. And they're waiting to see what we're going to do with Ukraine. We're sending money there. The Taiwan, certainly imminent invasion by China, from all reports, is going to be a different role that we're going to have to play there, something that we are not prepared for. We're hearing our military men and women talk about how our military weapons are being depleted. And the producers of those military weapons are suffering from the same supply chain issues that our small businesses and businesses across America are. They don't have enough people working to produce. So we've got a real problem on our hands. This president needs to be a better leader.
Yeah, and you didn't mention the problem of China being the one buying our debt. I mean, we are talking about $31.5 trillion in debt. And the debt ceiling having been breached. I spoke with Texas Congressman Jody Arrington on Sunday Morning Futures on how Congress is going to correct the nation's fiscal course, because that's another issue which, in my view, is also a national security risk, the fact that we are running out of money and can't pay our bills. Watch this.
Well, you got to rein in the spending. That's what's caused this unprecedented inflationary firestorm. It's also why the interest rates are going up, and we are going to experience most likely a sustained recession. You cannot step on the air hose, the supply of fuel that makes the wheels turn on this economy. You can't pay people to stay home and not go to work. And you can't tax and regulate. Regulation costs have gone up $400 billion.
So, Congressman, how is this debt showdown going to play out? You're the chairman of the Republican Study Committee. You've got 7 demands for approving an increase of the debt limit, including reversing recent increases in overall discretionary spending. But, you also have this issue of defense spending. If you go back to 2022 levels, that's a $75 billion cut in defense spending at a time that, as you mentioned, China is sending a surveillance balloon to oversee and hover around our military installations. They've already snapped images of that and data and sent it back to Beijing. Want to cut defense spending now?
Now, no, Maria, in fact, when you look at the CBO report that we just saw, it's certainly made clear what I've been saying all along, is when the government spends more, American people have less. We've put a budget together the last 2 years under my chairmanship of the Budget Task Force of the Republican Study Committee that balanced. One balanced in right at 7 years, one at 8 years. It does take us to a point where we have to make some decisions about what we want the future of this country to look like. Do we want it to be overran at the southern border? Do we want to depend on foreign nations for oil and gas? And do we want to continue to have a persistent inflation of 3, 4, 5% or higher with interest rates that like we haven't seen in over 50 years now? And this president wants to call out people like me and about how we want to sit down and have a discussion around this debt limit that we always have for years, for decades. We've always sat down to reflect on our spending. No one in Congress has said we're not going to pay our debts that are owed. But it is time, just like you do with your household, to sit down and have a discussion about why our credit card is maxed out and we're going to continue to spend like this. I don't think so. The American people have said enough. The American people want us to look at this nation, get our security back, our financial security back. And when you look at right now, only less than 40% of Americans right now are saying we should be involved in Ukraine. I think that's why the president went there, is because he needs that to distract from the terrible situation we have at home.
Yeah. All right, Congressman. Well, we are keeping a spotlight on all of that, the issues here at home for sure. But thanks very much for being here this morning. Kevin Hern joining us. We'll